Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be checking out an incident that happened in Miami at a mall involving some teens, some aliens, who knows? That's what we're here to uncover. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the video. First things first, what took place in Miami and what caused all this commotion? So we're going to check out this news clip. They got all these cops at the mall, people running, screaming. Supposedly this was a video someone took, and these beings are on a different frequency, so that your cameras are not going to be able to pick up a clear video. And don't get me wrong, I believe in some aliens, for sure, I believe. I just want to see for myself, I believe in some aliens. Like, this universe is enormous. They got at least 40 cop cars out here over some kids fighting, apparently. People running. Shots fired. It went viral with a fake claim that an alien was spotted outside the mall. Right here. Does look like a giant something with wings, but it could be just people walking. Like, that's a crazy amount of cop cars just for some teens fighting in the mall. Which showed 2 to 3 people, likely police officers, walking together. Talking about that past this video right here. Blurry video of combined shadows shared amid alien sighting rumors.
So as we running, we look back and we noticed some weird shapes taller than me. I'm 6'2", shadowy, dark, solid shapes, not human. I promise you, these is not human. I mean, it made the hair stand up on my skin. And shit, we just booked it for the doors after that, man. I can't explain what that was. I can't say that was aliens, but I can say that was not human. It was not human. And they online, I don't know if they're trying to cover this stuff up, but they saying that it was police officers and somebody, not shadowy figures. It's 2024, man. It's something going on. There's something going on, and they trying to cover it up. A lot of people saw what I saw, and like I say, it was so much chaos ensued that it was just hard to let that sink in, that we was realizing what we looking at. I mean, it's something you can never even create in your head in a dream.
Boy, what the going on in Miami, bro?
He seemed a little spooked, that guy. If I was in his situation, I would feel just as spooked, to be honest. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm sure we'll see more alien sightings in the upcoming year. It's just the beginning. So, we're going to see a lot more craziness going on. Keep that in mind. However, the Miami Police Department debunked it, confirming teens fighting at the mall. Cops rushed to defuse tension. Miami police also confirmed that no gunshots were fired. So people were running and they didn't hear any gunshots? Crazy. So as you can see in the video, it is claimed to only be teens causing a commotion, but eyewitnesses tend to differ. And now we have an article from NBC News. Aliens at a Miami mall, police say LOL. Despite memes and flurry of speculation online, the Miami Police Department ruled out aliens as a possibility. Teens running, police converging, and gray splotch that appears to be moving. Teens running, police converging and a gray splotch that appears to be moving. Videos from an outdoor mall in Miami stoked wild claims this week on social media that aliens had launched on Earth, but the truth is far more terrestrial. What? On Monday, a group of roughly 50 teenagers caused a riot at Bayside Marketplace on an outdoor mall roughly 5 miles from South Beach. According to Miami Police Department, the teens were setting off fireworks, which led to a panic as someone assumed there was a shooting, said Miami Police Department Public Information Officer Michael Vega. 4 teens were arrested. Police were dispatched for crowd control due to juveniles refusing to leave. Vega said in an email to NBC News, some businesses were temporarily closed to allow us to clear the area. In the days after the incident, users on social media launched a speculation frenzy homing in on what they described as Miami Mall aliens. Some suggest police were responding to aliens, not teenagers. Several people reviewed videos of incident circulation online and claimed that they could see an alien figure in the grainy footage. Others quickly posted memes. Here's a meme right here. I don't know. Like, could be the teens, could be aliens, you know? That's up to your discretion. Let me know what y'all think. While many other responses online appeared lighthearted, the post showed just how quickly and easily misinformation can spread on social media. The response also underscores an uptick in interest in extraterrestrial activity from hearing in Congress last summer about unidentified aerial phenomena or UAPs to Mexico's Congress showing off what it claimed were nothing non-human aliens. Both of those events also became prime meme fodder. However, Vega said aliens had nothing to do with Monday's incident. There were no aliens. He wrote in the email, no airports were closed. Nothing is being withheld from the public, LOL. Still, by Friday afternoon, the Miami Mall alien was trending on the social media site X. But yeah, that's that on this, and we'll check out some more people who are actually at the scene. In this next clip, we have an individual who goes by ManMass444 on TikTok. He describes the aliens that he saw as angels, and we're gonna see just what he means by that and get a different perspective on things.
I would like to start this video off by saying, I've never dealt with anything like this in my life. So, the way that I deliver it might not be what you want, or might not be believable for some of you, but I'm not trying to convince anyone. I didn't hop in front of this phone to talk to you guys about what I experienced and what I see, for you guys to like me or for me to be popular. Before this incident, I didn't mean it how I have a great life, which is another reason of why I wear the mask. Not to be a weirdo, not to hide anything, not because I'm not standing on my truth, but for all the total opposites, to protect myself, to protect my identity, to protect those that I love, is because we live in a hateful world where truth is not respected anymore. And the main reason that I chose to get in front of this camera is because from the night to now, I have continued to have dreams and hear these voices speak to me, and they have all assured me that what happened in that mall was not just ordinary. It was extraordinary. It was a 1 in a trillion gazillion moment, and I was there, and no one is going to take that from me. But what we have to do is not be so comfortable with tearing each other down, but instead hear each other. If we would just listen and hear each other, whether we agree or disagree with what we're hearing, but if we would just give each other the respect of hearing each other out, then maybe we can come to conclusion. Maybe things can be created. What I'm learning about that day in Miami at the mall, for all those who were there, that was a moment and an opportunity for us to receive something from these beings that I believe are angels. These beings are trying to make contact with the people to give us the truth is because no one here on this place we call Earth is giving it to us anymore. You have family members lying to each other, couples lying to each other, strangers lying to each other. Everybody has just become so comfortable with not being truthful. And our government knows what I am talking about, and that's why they are trying to cover it up. That's why they have all of these fake accounts, making these fake accounts of something that they didn't see. These are FBI agents. Since the night it happened, I've been on my phone trying to find one video of any person that sounded like they see the same thing that I seen, and I have yet to see it. All of these people are imposters. And yes, it's easy for you to suggest that that's me, but I promise through my voice, through my sincerity, I will remain while the others will fall. Yes, there's people out there that is probably knowing what I'm talking about and were there, and that probably won't come up and speak right now, but I guarantee you, as more people view what I am saying, they're going to piece it together and know that I was never a threat. But I was your brother coming to you guys in unified mind, ready to unify because we need each other. And excuse me for stumbling on my words, but it's just so much that I have to say to y'all. We need each other. This is a moment for us to unite. It's because our governments are failing us. They are doing things behind our backs and they're not telling us. And one of them are the hunting down of angels. The governments are hunting down angels, are capturing them. Yes, like some damn Harry Potter Wi-Fi shit. Yes, bro, they're trying to capture it on some Pokemon type shit. Yes. They are out here trying to get all of these angels that are trying to communicate with us to give us the truth. It's because they know that when CERN opened up those porters, not just bad entities came out, but good ones that have been tracked here came out as well. And I've been receiving this ever since that night, and I don't know what this was for. I don't know why I was there. I can't even start to understand of what I seen, but these light beams were like nothing I've ever thought I would see, and I didn't feel threatened and it didn't feel evil. It was the most peaceful thing ever. The harmonic sounds that was being heard, the flickering of the light, the fact that our phones were not able to work, it all made sense to me. And in that moment I knew, and I feel confident now as I speak to you guys, and knowing that these people, these angels, these God creations are here to unite the good people. Okay, we have to stand together and unified against our government. No more of this. Don't come to this platform and be negative. If you don't believe what I'm saying, go elsewhere. I don't need the followers. That's not why I'm doing this. I experienced something and I'm living to tell it, and I'm being led by God. Thank you to all of those who support Masked Man, and I promise you I would be the one to stand at the end with the others that are being truthful. Thank you.
Whether or not you believe what he's saying is true, in my personal opinion, I believe that the things that he's saying makes a lot of sense. We do all need to come together because the government is failing us in more than one way, with the economy, with many things, but we should all definitely be coming together, be more kind. The world is very hateful these days, so everyone has to just come together, group up, fight the power, you know what I'm saying? And in terms of the religious things, if you're not religious, don't believe that, but I think he has some credence to the things that he's saying, so it's all up to y'all's discretion. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you really want to hear about some weird stuff, definitely check out CERN, because CERN has a lot of weird things that they be doing. So if you want to find some weird things about that, maybe I'll make a video on that. But CERN is definitely creepy and weird, so y'all should definitely check that out if y'all into that type of stuff. And now we're going to be going over one more eyewitness account of what happened. So let's get right into it, see what he has to say, and then we're going to continue on.
My name is Fitz. I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family. and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't like pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout, but what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, and our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of like accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd, and then about like a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blankie, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew everyone. All of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. It looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like kind of like it started like almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother.
And as you can see, they all had the same general description of these aliens. Big black creatures, sentient, glitching, these type of things. 3 of them 9+ feet tall. So whatever they saw, it seems like a lot of people have seen it. So that's quite interesting in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Let's get right back to it.
Like immediately said, yo, let's go. He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's like saying, where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on WorldStar or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. 2 people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first #1 priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. It's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me just so that we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors, and obviously like we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, a cop stopped us. They took us a little to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. They wrote it down, and they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see, like, I didn't see the beings come out the door, right? But you could see on the side of the building, kind of like that clip that everyone's seeing, that it was slowly walking, and it was like, it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever, a bunch of them. And I think, that it was just interesting, the police response, because there was a whole bunch of them. This ain't for no teenagers. No, this was for something way bigger. And it almost seemed like the cops had like an already made strategy for it, because they surrounded one of the beings with like all their police cars. They blared it up even louder, because you could hear that it was louder. Maybe as an attempt to like distract it or let it know, like, hey, you don't belong here, right? And they were trying to like slowly move alongside with it. But I didn't see anything else after that, because me and my family, we got out of there. We went into our car, we went home, because we had our nephew with us, and we went to make sure, like, he was okay. So I'm still kind of like processing everything. Like, it's weird, but at the same time, I'm glad that we weren't alone in seeing it, because like it was a whole bunch of us that saw it. And it feels kind of like, you're part of something like really big, but at the same time, it's confusing, because like you want to kind of like show people. Like, I wish I took a video, man, like, because people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, right? But yeah, I'm left with more questions. Like, we were all kind of left with more questions than anything else. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's aliens. I know everybody's saying it's aliens. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I saw something come in through like a weird glitchy, maybe a portal or whatever. And it was like they were pretty tall. You could see some facial. They were very dark, like and shiny. But I can't tell if it was like a wet shiny or like a metallic shiny. And yeah, and long limbs. Long limbs, long fingers. They were definitely humanoid in shape, and shadowy. But maybe that shadowiness was like from a glitch or whatever, like whatever cloaking maybe they had like fell off. But yeah, it felt like something was coming into our world or whatever, like a fucking Stranger Things episode. But it was crazy, man. Like,
I mean, let me know what you guys think, but clearly he seemed a little distraught. He seemed like, I don't know, shaking a little bit. But let me know what you think down below. It could all just be an act. People, do different things for clout. So let me know what y'all think. We're going to be checking out a video with some actual professionals who know these type of things. So we're going to see what they have to say about it. And here we have a clip from the Dan Le Batard show of Jeremy Corbell. They're going over activities that have gone on called the jellyfish, and then they go over the Miami situation. So let's check that out.
I want to show you here from our cameras. This is exclusive footage of the thing that was a big deal in Miami, where 50 police officers are chasing around what looked like an alien or a teenager with a shadow, a substantive shadow. Is this one of those kook things that arrives across your desk, or does it have any veracity?
Yeah. So none of it is kook stuff. What you're seeing is not anything to do with UFOs, aliens, anything like that. But what you're seeing is in popular culture, people are so interested in this. It shows such this just veracity, this kind of hunger for this information about this, because people know they've been lied to about UFOs because people are seeing them. But no, that event, within 2 minutes, you could go on and understand that was an orchestrated deception, campaign by ourselves, just by, people reposting stuff. That is unfortunately not the smoking gun evidence that you had asked me for earlier.
What do we make of the dichotomy of people who are so desperate to believe and desperate to believe these conspiracy theories, and yet when our own government acknowledges UAPs, and you've made the distinction, UAPs don't generally mean intelligent extraterrestrial life, it just means that this is something unidentified. What do you make of our inability to process those hard truths when they tell us these things, because it kind of thumbs its nose in deities and conventional science?
Yeah, well, I mean, within your question is the answer right there. UFOs has always been kind of loosely associated with this idea of conspiracy, but that was something that was implemented, nothing to see here, move on. That was implemented, and there's documentation of this when you see how our intelligence agencies decided how the American public and global public was supposed to look at UFOs. They didn't want people asking questions. There were flyovers of Washington, D.C. of UFOs. Fighter jets were scrambled. That was in 1952. And there was this event where they were like, okay, nothing to see here, move on. Serious people don't take this seriously. So when you said the word conspiracy, that's exactly how you've been programmed from the beginning about UFOs. The problem is, UFOs is not a conspiracy. It's either true or it's not true. And again, there's a preposterous preponderance of evidence that it is true. And it's not just people telling you that now. This is not Uncle Jim on the farm looking up and saying he was abducted. Now, what you have is fighter pilots having near misses, catching it on radar, on thermal, on infrared, locking their weapon systems, even UFOs having incursions in a base like that footage that I released, and sometimes even enabling and disabling our nuclear armaments, both in Russia, here in the US. Those are documented cases that people have gotten through Freedom of Information Act requests. So here's the point, man. The DIA studies this. They've been studying it with taxpayer money. Every intelligence agency on planet Earth takes this seriously, to the point of higher than weapons of mass destruction as far as the threat. And that's not just something I'm saying. I know that to be true. So that's the deal, is that this is a topic that our intelligence agencies have taken seriously for a long time. Now the American public is starting to realize this is a real phenomenon. The UFO presence is a reality. Now, what they are, where they're from, who are the people that are piloting it? Is it from another planet? Is it from some sort of civilization that was here before? We really don't know the answers to that. And my guess is as good as yours.
Well, it's less than a minute that we've got left. So quickly, though, couldn't all those things just be sophisticated science from people who are ahead technologically that require our military's attention because maybe some other country has sophisticated warfare that we have to shoot down?
Yeah, the Senate Intelligence Committee and a bunch of the intelligence agencies have assessed that, and that would almost be scarier, right? That another company had a leapfrog in technology and are just so far beyond anything that we had. The problem with that theory is it doesn't hold weight, and the reason is because UFOs have been here way before the technological age, before we had a military. So the UFO presence has just been here too long. Now, sure, some things will come out that are black projects, that kind of thing. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about these things that can defy our known physics. I think we need to catch up.
30 seconds or less, the drone-like spider thing going into the ocean for 17 minutes. What's the weirdest thing you've seen? The weirdest, the most shocking, most titillating?
I would say that jellyfish UFO you were mentioning is the most bizarre morphology of a UFO that I have ever witnessed with my own eyes. It's just bizarre.
Jeremy, thank you for the expertise, sir. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, you guys.
And potentially, if you want to see an alien live in the flesh, we're going to have our Bayside cameras on all night on the live stream.
So in the end, it's all speculation and hearsay. What do you think? Were there aliens? Were kids just fighting? Or is everyone delusional and just some cloud goblins? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.